Behind these mahogany caskets lies a door that hasn't been opened in 50 years. And there is only one rule. Do not speak. We are entering the basement of a family-run mortuary to face an entity that hunts by sound. If I make a single noise, I won't be coming back. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Tonight we're going somewhere most people would never dare. An old, long-abandoned funeral home that still has caskets lined up like they're waiting for the next body. While exploring the main floor, I found something that shouldn't exist. A hidden door tucked behind a row of caskets. What's inside is worse than the dead. I was doing a normal urbex run when I noticed one of the caskets wasn't flush against the wall. It looked shifted, like someone had moved it recently. I slid it aside and there it was. A narrow iron door, almost invisible, painted the same color as the wall. No handle on this side, just a small, rusted latch. Cold air rushed out. The kind that smells like wet stone, formaldehyde, and something much worse. The stairs leading down were steep and carved straight into the bedrock. That's when I found the note, scrawled on yellowed paper. Silence is your only protection. And here's voice, and here's breath, and here's fear. 50 years. Still hungry. We're now in the basement. The air is thick. My flashlight keeps catching long, deep scratches on the concrete walls, too high to be made by any animal. In the center of the room is a heavy iron door, the kind you'd find on a bank vault. Thick bolts, a small viewing slot at eye level. The note on this door reads, "Most people fear the cold silence of a morgue. But in this room, silence is your only protection. There's something living behind this iron door that reacts to the human voice with terrifying aggression. We're going inside to document the entity, but even a breath might be too loud." I slowly slid the viewing slot open. Inside it was pitch black. My flashlight barely penetrated the darkness. In the far corner, something was hunched over. Too tall, wrong proportions. It didn't move when the light hit it. It just waited. The moment I let out the tiniest exhale, I heard it. A wet, guttural click from inside the cell. Like joints popping or a jaw unhinging. Then the scratching started. Slow at first, then frantic. Claws on metal, getting closer to the door. I backed up. My boot scraped the concrete. The thing inside screamed. Not a human scream. It was layered like multiple voices at once, all distorted by rage and hunger. I ran. Up the stairs, past the caskets. I didn't stop until I was outside in the daylight. 2 days later, I went back to review the footage. The audio from inside that basement is almost completely silent. Exactly as it should be, except for one frame. At the 47-second mark, right after I opened the viewing slot, if you turn the volume all the way up and wear headphones, you can hear it. Thank you for the voice. And then my own breathing. But it sounds like there are 2 sets of lungs, I haven't been able to sleep in silence since. Because now I wonder, what if it didn't stay behind that iron door? What if the real reason that room stayed sealed for 50 years is because the family knew something worse than death was living down there, and it had already learned to imitate us? If you've ever explored an abandoned funeral home, or found something that should have stayed hidden, drop your story in the comments. But be careful what you say out loud. Sometimes the scariest things aren't the ones you see. They're the ones that only come when you make a sound. I'll see you in the next one, if I'm still here.